play. People want to see these players play.
Full team news shortly with Kylian Mbappe only fit. And who knows the potential ramifications.
Run of form, it's 12 wins and a draw in the last 13 La Liga. Wounded Real Madrid. Write them off at your peril. Difficult tonight.
Del Rey final. Just in time for the final. There was talk it wouldn't be ready.
In the early stages of the game, find a footing, find a foothold. I expect Barcelona to dominate possession. Real Madrid's play on the court, isn't it? It was only a couple of weeks ago.
Ferran Torres, great touches, and he's got away from his defender in a combination of Tchouaméni and Rudiger. Good ball, and Jules Koundé punched into Rafinha. Rafinha works it with Ferran Torres, and they're around Real Madrid again. Gerard Martin, a bit more composure, they could have made something of that.
Yep, they're attacking down the left. It's not just enough to get bodies back behind the ball. You can see there.
Vinicius.
ذلك إلى رافينيا العرضية المتابعة الله الله تهديد
Yamal into that left foot of his, and that was not a million miles wide. He just needed a touch from somebody. That touch was not
where Real Madrid are playing in or how they're playing. Look where Rodrigo's position is. He's supposed to be up front with Vinicius Junior, or so you would think. He's playing like a right back. So it just makes Real Madrid be more defensive and allow.
Seems a long time ago. Rafinha's ball in, and Courtois stretched to the side by Koundé's header.
Yeah, easy enough for Courtois, but look.
0-0. Pedri again. It's just about all they've been able to manage so far. To Vinicius. Fran Garcia arrived. Now then, Torres.
They just have to hang on in there. That's all they have to do.
Is this Real Madrid parking the bus?
To a certain extent, yes, hitting on the counter-attack. But when you say sometimes parking the bus means that they're difficult to play through. They're condensed, they're nice and...
Close the door, look for the quick counter.
That's the problem, they're countering from 80 yards.
Here's Lamine Yamal. Cut on that left foot, we can't really let him do that. Laid back, Pedri! Oh! It's a brilliant goal! What a strike from Pedri! That is sensational. And Barcelona lead here, having dominated the game.
Yeah, it's everything they deserve, isn't it, Ian? Incredible strike from Pedri. Coming onto it with his right foot and bending it inside of his right foot, just bending it into that far corner. And what I also would say is wonderful play by Lamine Yamal.
بنائية كبيرة سيبايوس إلى بيلينغهام الله الله راية وتسلل كاد أن يكون هدفا كبيرا من بداية اللقطة حتى نهاية.
Right on the edge of the penalty area. Fouled by Gerard Martin on Tchouaméni.
And this is where Real Madrid had to come down. They're furious here that they weren't allowed.
Vinicius Junior across the front. Brilliant, and tried to set away Ferran Torres. Flag stays down for now. But Rafinha cuts it back, dealt with by Madrid back four. Dani Olmo. Can he pick a pass? Well, Florentino Perez has been in the... Dani Olmo. Rafinha hits into the wall. Jules Koundé. Oh, and it's right across the face of goal. And belted back goalwards by Rafinha. It looked like that might have hit the post, in fact. And question marks about Real Madrid's defending from that. Headed up by one imagines he's desperate to get out there. Lamine Yamal is down holding his face. And Dani Ceballos, the smile to suggest he feels he won't get in any further trouble for this.
يتقدم بيلعب لكرة مستحيلة يا فينيسيوس. ركلة جزاء، ركلة جزاء قبل نهاية شوط المباراة الأول. صافرة حكم المباراة تأتي. ماذا تحتسب يا كارلو أنشيلوتي؟ هل يحتسب تسللا أم ماذا؟ هل يحتسب تسللا على فينيسيوس في اللقطة الماضية؟ شوف لحظة التمرير، هل كان فينيسيوس؟
Ancelotti would like to see more from Rodrigo.
Chance to whip the ball in here. It's another foul on Dani Olmo. He's flicked up, but in truth, they've been second best out there. Barcelona could have had more. Dani Olmo hit the post for the corner, with their team trailing 1-0 to Barcelona.
If it's not,
And you were spot on, Terry, it is.
he was on the periphery of the entire.
Lamine Yamal. And he tests Courtois, any club in Europe's top 5 leagues. Rafinha. Awesome,
Yeah.
Good running.
But again, it's normal service resumed with Barcelona dominating possession.
He's in Vinicius Junior. Vinicius! Chesney with a save, and again. I think that was creeping inside his near post.
Well, the first legitimate saves of the game from Barcelona's player. And he's playing in the Copa del Rey.
Daniel
Lengthy spells of possession.
still going here. Mbappe, a double step over. Chesney in the way. Kubasi behind.
He was barely able to move or barely able to touch the ball in the half-time.
And Ardo exposed them here. Dani Olmo, Rafinha drags the pass, and Rafinha, in truth, drags the shot wide. That was 3-on-2.
Yeah, and it was a poor pass from Dani Olmo.
Around Koundé. He had Chesney on the floor, but the goalkeeper grabs it. Appeals for Real Madrid for something, but they do look more threatening since half-time.
Definitely, and it's why have we seen
There he is again, Vinicius Junior. And the
Madrid supporters.
Vinicius! Wow, he flashes that one wide. And the flick to Ferran Torres is sublime. Rafinha against Asensio. And that's just like his shot from a few minutes ago. And Carlo Ancelotti in many ways has opened it up. The ball forward, and Dani Olmo couldn't trap it. Still Modric. Oh, what a ball!
Again, but it looks like Real Madrid at the moment. Second half, his positional play is good. We saw that wonderful back heel, but a bit.
Rafinha, early ball, and really. Lamine Yamal tries to get away from Fran Garcia in this half, and Bellingham's won it, and Mbappe springs into life. Was he brought down there? Yellow card is out, and Mbappe saying he's through on the Barcelona goal.
For Barcelona.
Mbappe goalwards and in. Kylian Mbappe has come on in this final and got Real Madrid level. His first ever Copa del Rey final, and he scored in it. Won the free kick and scores it. It's all level in Seville.
Well, he's punished them. Massive difference since Kylian Mbappe came on.
Koundé, Fermin Lopez. Little centre forward out there for Barcelona. Koundé's cut back. Mbappe with him. Support arriving. Mbappe! Important defending. Real Madrid nearly had the lead for the first time.
Well, I talked in the first half.
Xavi into the mix. Tchouaméni! Just like in the semi-final. Aurelien Tchouaméni comes up big for Real Madrid. They have turned this game around in a way they have so often before. Carlo Ancelotti's changes vindicated, and Real Madrid now believe they're on their way to Copa del Rey glory.
Back for Real Madrid. I think Valverde were gun played, and now his team are ahead.
Sprinting back into the scene here is Fran Garcia. Pedri, Lamine Yamal, who might do it. but for the towering figure of Thibaut Courtois.
And would love to have Lewandowski out there, wouldn't they?
Come on. Lamine Yamal has popped a ball that's asked a question of Real Madrid, and Ferran Torres has delivered. He's been their go-to man in the Copa del Rey, and how about that tonight in the final? Leading the line in the absence of Lewandowski, and that is some finish to bring it level once more. Courtois beaten, 2-2.
We said it'd be a spectacle, and it is built. It is that. It's been exactly that. It's had a great flow to it. Barcelona dominating, Real Madrid fighting back, taking the lead. Lamine Yamal with a wonderful
Being off, Araujo on, Vinicius Jr. Kunde did brilliantly, and it will be a goal kick. This time, these two will do battle again, live on Premier Sports 1, the home of La Liga. There's a yellow card out here from Ricardo Burgess Bengoechea. Has it. Took a long time. Torres turns, and he loses his footing.
Jimenez Lopez has just been booked, and that's a crunching challenge on Ardegula.
Rafinha. Oh, and a lazy leg and a penalty right at the death for Barcelona. It's Raul Asensio. And the referee at the centre of so much of the pre-match talk has just made a huge call right at the end.
There's no dive there. There is contact. Asensio's challenge there. He was confident it wasn't going to be given.
No penalty. And Raul Asensio spared.
And there was be thrills and spills. The important ones, the shots on target, not so much the ball possession.
Araujo and Modric have been introduced into the second half.
I agree with that. I think Valverde is the interesting one.
Post, Mbappe collects. And looked off. Play goes on. Almost half-hearted. Barcelona went sharp to that. Fran Garcia with a run on the outside. Araujo is in him to Ferran Torres, who looks up and saw Rafinha was arriving. Martinez now playing at left back. Pedri being withdrawn for Fran Garcia too. Ferran Torres with the movement to the near post.
Tempo of the game has slowed down as Endrick is the position.
Real Madrid appealing while Barca move. He'll have some creativity in his legs here as Barca play on. Ferran Torres just skews that wide. Nearly had his second of the game.
Yep, he's looked sharp, and it was
no winning breakthrough yet.
Who could be the one player that could look the fresh?
So much so he interrupted Carlo Ancelotti's inspirational.
You've got to make as many changes as you could possibly.
You'd be surprised, and Szczesny's had a good game out there today. He sent all on to Fermin, who has options in the middle. Ferran Torres! Flags up.
He shouldn't have been offside. Doesn't need to be offside here.
Fermin, too sharp, Rudiger laboured, and the deflection off his own foot perhaps. Sees that land on the roof of the Real Madrid net.
I'm not entirely sure.
Ardegula should be fresh out there compared to others. Bellingham
Taped up and strapped up. As much as he does.
Gavi gets forward. Mbappe's at the back post. Bellingham's running, and he couldn't make meaningful contact with it.
That's his game, isn't it? Since he's joined Real Madrid, that ability to burst into the penalty box.
He's lost it, and Raul Asensio's bailed him out big.
Making way for Pal Victor, straight swap.
Far. Short. Kunde onto it to maybe win the Copa del Rey. Kunde with a killer effort. And Barcelona celebrate in Seville with minutes remaining of extra time. Hansi Flick checks the watch. It's not done yet, but Barcelona will believe their 32nd title is on the way. Real Madrid labouring and tired. Have they lost it? Have Barcelona won it? Brahim Diaz, Mbappe, penalty! Oh, the offside flag's gone up, I think.